everybody, it's me, Brostu Gamer, or Caleb Brown, wherever you know me by, and welcome back to another video. Today, we have something pretty cool. I'm here with Makback. He's gonna be doing the majority of the video, but I'm here with Makback, and we have come up with a story, a concept, what we think the Destiny 2 story should be, and the first act of the campaign. It was mainly Makback or Peyton coming up with it, but I helped as well. So he's just going to be narrating, and go ahead. We have not looked up any other story concepts of this. We came up with this solely on our own, so go ahead.
You wake up. Your vision is blurry and your ears are ringing. You see a black prism figure approach you. In a very machine-like voice, he says, "Rise and shine, protector." You get up and you start walking. You're following the reverse ghost is what I'm calling them at the moment. The reverse ghost sounds more machine because it's the opposite of the traveler, which gave life. You walk through and you're hearing distorted words and whispers, such as the new monarchy man saying, "The speaker's indecisive." And you're hearing the cutscene from Taken King where Kate says, like, "Get your rock off my lamp," stuff like that. You hear that. Then on the ground he says, "Pick up this. It's a stranger's rifle." Then you hear someone say, "It's the beginning. It's the end of the beginning." You start walking when you see a really bright figure approach you. It's a spirit of the light. These are the enemies in the first mission. You have to shoot the spirits of the light and escape what was the tower. The tower now looks like almost a nuclear fallout and destroyed. At the end of the mission, you get to where you spawn in at the tower. Then you hear a voice calling to you. You turn around. You're blinded by how bright this figure is. He says some things are best left fixed. He pushes you off the edge of the tower. Then the ghost calls in the first ship you get in the game and catches you. He flies you to the bottom of the tower. He lets you out and shows you a passageway to a place we call the Underground. The Underground is run by a scrapped faction from the beginning of the game called Seventh Heaven. The leader of the Underground is an Exo woman. For 2 missions, to make nothing seem suspicious, you do some chore missions, such as stealing treasure from Fallen, stuff like that. Then, in one mission, you get a distress call from Mars. She tells you to go. You approach where the Black Garden portal was. The woman leading Seventh Heaven is in shock because she's the Exo Stranger. This would make sense because in the original story, she's from the future, and that's when things are a lot worse. She tells you to go. We have to revive the heart of the Black Garden. I don't know. I'm sure this would tie in somehow. Maybe when you kill the Black Garden in the beginning, something happens. I don't know. You have to try and revive it. You go in. You go into where you fought the Black Garden. It's nothing but machine corpses. Then you hear the voice again, the one you heard in the beginning. He calls to you again and says, "Come over here," or something like that. He pats you on the shoulder, and he says, "The traveler lives on." He blinds you with light. Your ears ring again. You fall to the ground. You can hear the Exo Strangers, and you calm said, "I'm sending back up." You see the Exo Stranger use your teleporting abilities to then save you. You haven't told the Exo Stranger about seeing the speaker yet, or anything like that. At night, you sneak out of the Underground. You go back to the tower. You see the speaker. Wait, never mind, sorry. I screwed that up. Once you get back from the Black Garden, you hear shaking. Everybody looks like they know what's going on, but you're in distress. The Amkaras come out. Now at the post game, the Amkaras are alive and well, but we have to hide from them. You use your subclass in this mission now, where you use your super to defeat an Amkara. The rest of the Amkaras flee. If you don't know what an Amkara is, it's like a dragon. the seventh heaven is in your debt, and you're able to buy a few weapons, stuff like that. And then you sneak out of the underground. You go back to the tower, and then you see the speaker. Your ghost is concerned, but you think to yourself, he's a machine. He doesn't know what he's saying. You go down the stairs where the old Vanguard complex was. Because exos don't decay, you find Cade 6. The ghost says there's some willpower, but you can't revive him. You end up going back to 7th Heaven, still not sharing your information. Then you go to Old Russia. You go into the walls of the Cosmodrome. Mom, please not now. You see more spirits of the light. All of them are Titans. This is supposed to be referring to the Battle of Twilight Gap. You defeat all of these. You get some loot. You go back. Then you tell the Exo Stranger about your knowledge, and she starts to panic. She ends up passing out on the ground, which we weren't aware Exos were able to do before. You run back to the tower because you're concerned about the Exo Stranger. You find the speaker. He says, "Don't worry, I'm not here to hurt you this time." He pats him on the shoulder, and everything changes. It looks like the old tower. Like when you first went in the tower, everyone's happy, lying around. The ghost then says, "Look at this. You see the Traveler on fire." The Traveler looks sinister almost. People, corpses, crawling on the ground. Evil. Then you go, but you distance yourself from both of their illusions. You see the Traveler, but completely inverted. It's upside down and it's black. You think to yourself, this is the one that will save us. And then the speaker says, "Don't mind him. Let me show you what the light is like." You phase through, depending on what class you are, Solar, Arc, and Void. He drains it from you and says, you say, "I'll never go through with this." He says, "Well, the Traveler will live on." He blinds you, knocks you down. This time, you might actually die. He says, "Maybe next time you should keep your mind closed." He starts revealing his face, taking off his mask. So, you go through the subclasses. No, this doesn't take place in the tower. You see the tower visions, then you leave. So, once you see the inverted Traveler, you leave. You do another mission, because you get another distress beacon on Earth. You go up to where you fight orcs in the Cade 6 mission. Where, if you know what the Master Chief Easter egg is, you look at those pods. You hear a distorted creature voice saying, "These are the last of the protectors, revive them." The shadowy creature voice was the orcs battle you fought. Then, the speaker shows up again. He says, "Don't be so curious." His light overshines the darkness. The figure fades away, crying out. Then he blinds you with his light again. He says, "Some things are best left fixed," like he said in the beginning. He then knocks you down, and gives you scars and scars after scar. Then, once you're on the ground, breathing what seems to be your last breath, he starts revealing his mask. Then, every single Destiny theme that came before it, like the Rise of Iron Taken King, like little jingle thing, like, you get what I mean, starts playing at the same time with the horror movies-esque build-up. Then, the Destiny 2 theme plays, once he reveals his eye, and that's the end of the first act of the story.
I love the way you just ended it with a belch.
Oh shoot, I'm sorry. I thought I muted my mic. Sorry if I forgot anything.
That's going in the video. That was hilarious.
Sorry if I forgot anything, because I thought of this a while, and most of it I have to remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, so that's pretty hard, but that's pretty good. It was pretty good for remembering that all off the top of your head.
Yeah,
so that's our concept.
Bungie, hire me, please.
What?
I said Bungie, hire me.
that was our concept, and then we also have something else. The ghost, it would be your character kind of as well. We
By the way,
realized
I don't think I can. I'll clarify it. The whole thing is that the Traveler's obviously evil. What the Traveler did is it ended itself, so civilization would be destroyed.
the speaker and the Traveler connected. They can do that telepathically. They connected,
they can connect.
and the speaker realized after many people, Osiris had gone back to the tower and revealed the secrets to most of the factions and everyone in the tower that the Traveler is evil along with the speaker. So the speaker and the Traveler pretty much self-destructed to keep their secret, and the Traveler burned itself. That's why it's black. Also because it's evil.
The whole inverted Traveler thing, that's the whole side. That's like the figure of the darkness. The reason I said it's a matte black ghost, and the whole ghost thing is supposed to be completely inverted. How the original ghost was white, and it sounded human-like. This ghost sounds very machine-like. If you've ever heard Psychosis from Black Ops 3, it sounds like that with like a little bit of a British accent to it. That's what I was personally thinking. And basically, because you're the main character, you see what people have already seen, but then you see the Dark Traveler where it's inverted. And then in the second act of the campaign, I would think you'd go out to find that Traveler. I don't know where it would be, but you'd find it, and then I'd assume there's two. By the way, no, I got it. There's going to be a raid between the first and second act of the story in order to progress, because I feel like that would make the acts seem separated. I don't have anything for the second act at the moment, but I just thought of that.
Yeah, we also, the ghost, the reason we were playing Destiny when we thought of this, and we were confused, how could Bungie make you completely start over? Because then you'd have to completely forget everything you've done because your character has gone through all that part of the story, so how could they just make you start over and you're a new Guardian? So
I said civilization was wiped out.
Yeah,
by,
your Guardian, your ghost in the last, to make it sound very storyteller-ish like Peyton, in the last dying breaths of the Traveler, your ghost saw the danger coming and he sacrificed himself. He sacrificed a part of himself to take your soul and everything, your brain, your mind, and he erase it and put it into a new body, or something. And so the new inverted ghost, the matte black one he mentioned, still has part of your old ghost trapped inside of it, but.
And by the way, I'm not sure how the whole Black Garden thing would work, but the point of the story where you're knocked out at the Black Garden is on that one Venus story mission in the first campaign with Exo Strangers. Like, how many of them are there? And it's just like, I'm coming right now, and then she teleports. That's one, like, so it kind of seems connected.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that. But anyway, so if you couldn't tell, that shadowy figure was the speaker, and you see his eye at the end, like he starts taking off his mask, because I don't know who the speaker would be. And Cade 6, he's going to be important for the story. Like, I didn't mention him for, like, nothing. He's obviously going to come back. And
I don't know how this would even play into anything in the story, but it could be Morosov's brother.
Morosov? Oh, yeah, the Crow! That was his... Oh, it could be.
I don't know. I have no clue. I don't read the Grimoire, and I couldn't think of anybody else it could be, so I don't know, maybe.
Actually, that would make sense, because the speaker, there's no saying that he didn't like you, like, that he liked you, but
yeah,
that could make sense. I don't know about Eris.
I don't know about Eris either.
I don't know, it's kind of annoying that whole Taken King thing just kind of went out the drain, but that's all I really have. I mean, I'm sure if I spent days working, I legit just thought of this today. I'm sure if I spent days working on this with a writing board, it could be a lot more polished. Like, I thought of this like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So Bungie, please hire me. I hope they go with something similar to that, because
where you're starting over, but you still have your old Guardian's mind and everything, kind of like he's been reincarnated into a new Guardian.
Similar, yeah.
Similar to that.
Now, the Seventh Heaven thing, that was a factor from the alpha. So that's going to be the new Vanguard, Seventh Heaven. That's the new Vanguard, basically. That's the gear where you get rep without, like, having a class item or bond or anything.
So that's our
I would
that's our
assume there's gonna
concept.
be more factions.
I think the speaker, like I think some of the first factions he would have killed would be New Monarchy because they kind of
Yeah,
resist him a little bit.
his main sites were New Monarchy first. I would assume that Dead Orbit fled because they were like, remember they searched for the stars and stuff like that. So they probably fled the tower before it happened. Future War Cult, who knows what happened to them?
They tried to fight it would be my guess. I don't know.
They probably tried to fight, but they ended up failing. New Monarchy was eliminated. I'd say Dead Orbit stays in the game, because they have a place. New Monarchy's dead. Osiris could be a faction. The new Crucible. I don't know about Crucible, how that would really play out. There'd be a way, but I'm sure there'd be like a Seventh Heaven Crucible or something like that. There's probably there might be a Crucible for training protectors that like don't have the ability to use light. Like,
yeah, and instead of being called a guardian, you're called a protector.
You're called protector because the guardians were evil. So Crucibles for training protectors to use light, and the speaker.
The entire time while you were defeating Oryx and Siva, the Traveler felt it couldn't do anything about that at the time because it was still trying to keep people in the illusion that it wasn't bad. So it let you kill the darkness. It let you kill Oryx, Crota.
Which were all just trying to do the right thing in the end.
No, they weren't trying to do the right thing. They were bad. They were bad, but you killed them. But the Traveler couldn't do anything then because then people would know it was evil, and it wasn't the right time to show it was evil. So it let you kill those. It let you, pretty much sacrifice that.
Or I don't think you.
Because I don't want.
Fallen.
Because that would ruin it. Then you'd know your guardian's evil the entire time, and that would suck. That would kind of ruin, I think, some of the fun of the first game if you found out everything you did was evil.
Well, it kind of was.
Well, no, it wasn't, because Oryx was trying to wipe out the solar system.
He's trying to wipe it out of light. / the evil.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways.
Also, I think in the game you could align with the Fallen, because killing Fallen was actually evil because they were the weakest. So like, a Fallen could be a faction. They'll
still have Siva, I think, infused into them. That'll make them more powerful. I think they should still have Siva.
Like there could be remnants of Siva. Like they might the faction leaders look like they're distorted with Siva. They don't look like they've been merged perfectly. They look like.
Anyways,
stuff like that.
I think that's all we have. If you enjoyed this, give it a like and subscribe. Be sure to follow me on my Instagram, my Twitter, and my Snapchat. No, I'm just kidding. You can, anyways, thank you for watching, everybody. If you like this video, tell us, if you want any ideas, don't just tell me to subscribe to you. Anyways, that's it for the video. You can go check out Makback's channel.
It doesn't consist of this.
It doesn't. It's rated PG-13. No, I'm just kidding. But you can go check his channel out if you want to, and you can check out my main channel. It's called Brown Studios. So thank you for watching, and remember, brownies, stay delicious.